Get ready for a thrilling journey through LeBron James's NBA career. From his early days in Cleveland to his time in Miami and beyond, LeBron's story is packed with unforgettable moments. Join us as we explore his quest for championship success. Experience the excitement of victory and the disappointment of defeat as we relive LeBron's finals journey. From epic performances to tough losses, LeBron's resilience shines through it all. So grab your snacks and buckle up for a wild ride through basketball history with one of the game's greatest icons. LeBron James is, by many, considered the greatest basketball player of all time, and there are many reasons for that. He's been dominating the league for 21 years now. He's the greatest scorer in the history of the game, and he's the first player to become a billionaire while still active. We hear how good he is on a daily basis, but just like any successful person, the road to greatness was not easy. LeBron has won 4 NBA championships with 3 different teams, which is quite impressive. But in this video, we will not put the focus on that. We are Sports Owl, and what we are going to do is take a look at the sad truth of LeBron's NBA Finals losses. In his 2 decades in the league, LeBron has made it to 10 NBA Finals, tying him third all-time with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Only Bill Russell with 12 and Sam Jones with 11 have more NBA Finals appearances than LeBron. So leading a team to 10 Finals appearances, including 7 straight, sounds unbelievable, but the sad truth is that LeBron and his teams lost 6 of those 10 Finals. LeBron came into the league in 2003 as the Cleveland Cavaliers selected him first overall in the NBA draft. LeBron was only 19 years old, coming straight out of high school, but very soon, he let the league know that he was about to steal the spotlight. In his 3rd season in the league, he led the Cavs to the playoffs and, in his 4th, to the NBA Finals. LeBron was only 22 at the time, but had the maturity and the quality to lead the Cavs to win the East. Looking at the Cavs roster from that season that featured Zydrunas Ilgauskas, Drew Gooden, Sasha Pavlovic, and Eric Snow in the starting lineup gives even more credit to LeBron as he basically single-handedly won the East. After sweeping the Washington Wizards and going past the New Jersey Nets in 6 games, the Cavs collided with the Detroit Pistons in the conference finals. In that series, LeBron had one of his best playoff performances ever, scoring 25 straight against the Detroit Pistons in Game 5 and finishing with 48 in an overtime win in Detroit. The entire world witnessed that LeBron was a winner, and he had a chance to prove that in the NBA Finals. LeBron, who averaged 27.3 points per game in the regular season and 25.1 in the playoffs, had only 22 per game in the final series against the Spurs. Bruce Bowen did a great job guarding LeBron, who shot only 35.6% from the field and 20% from the three-point line in the 4 games of the final series. Still, no one could have blamed LeBron for the finals loss since he played almost 45 minutes per game for the entire playoffs and was at the age of a college senior. That was a huge lesson for LeBron, who showed up even better the following year. He led the league in scoring, averaging 30 points per game, but the Cavs lost in the 2nd playoff round to the Boston Celtics in 7 games. In the 2008 to 2009 season, LeBron won his first MVP award, averaging 28.4 points, 7.6 rebounds, and 7.2 assists per game. He was on top of the league, but the Cavs failed to the Orlando Magic in the Eastern Conference Finals after previously sweeping the Detroit Pistons and the Atlanta Hawks. LeBron's frustration was growing, but he decided to give it another shot with Cleveland, entering the last year of the deal with the Cavs. He won the 2nd consecutive MVP award, and as in the previous seasons, the Cavs faced an early playoff exit, losing to the Celtics in the 2nd round in 6 games. LeBron entered free agency, and the entire basketball world was hesitant to see where the King was about to go. LeBron shocked everybody with his decision to sign with the Miami Heat, where he joined forces with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, forming a super team at the South Beach. At the introductory event, LeBron promised many titles to the Heat fans, but things didn't go as planned from the beginning. In the 2010 to 2011 season, LeBron's first in Miami, the Heat finished second in the Eastern Conference with a 58-24 record. They had no problem reaching the NBA Finals, cruising past the Sixers, Celtics, and the Bulls, dropping only one game in each series. Their NBA Finals opponent was the Dallas Mavericks, a team that lost to the Heat in the 2006 NBA Finals. Dirk Nowitzki was still the leader of the Mavs, patiently waiting for another shot to win the championship. Things started well for the Heat, who took an early 2-1 lead in the series, and it looked like LeBron would finally win his first NBA championship. The Heat had a chance to go up by 3-1 in Game 4 at home, but Nowitzki didn't let that happen, leading the Mavs to an 86-83 win, tying the series to 2 games apiece. LeBron scored only 8 points in that game, shooting only 3 of 11 from the field in more than 45 minutes of action. That proved to be the key moment of the series, as the Mavs will win Game 5 at home, 112-103, and then come back to Miami to close out the series with a 105-95 win. LeBron lost the second NBA Finals in his career, and it seemed like the Heat were not really a super team. Though hitting the like button is a matter of favor and not doing so is your right, the editor works tirelessly day and night on this creation, and a little appreciation goes a long way. Thank you very much. However, they came back stronger and won 2 consecutive NBA championships in the following 2 seasons. In the 2011 to 2012 season, LeBron won his 3rd MVP award, averaging 27.1 points, 7.9 rebounds, and 6.2 assists per game. They were pretty dominant against the Knicks and the Pacers before beating the Celtics in 7 games in the conference finals. In the NBA Finals, the Heat ran into the Oklahoma City Thunder, one of the youngest teams in the league, led by Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. Miami lost the opening game of the final series, but won the next 4. LeBron finally won his first NBA championship in his 9th season in the league. If that was an easy NBA Finals run, the following one was the total opposite. In the 2012 to 2013 season, LeBron won his 4th and last MVP award. The Heat lost only 1 game in the first 2 playoff rounds against the Bucks and the Bulls before the Pacers pushed them to the limit, and the Heat won the conference finals in 7 games. This time, having 4 MVP awards and 2 NBA championships. In the 2013 to 2014 season, LeBron was targeting a 3-peat, something that Michael Jordan did twice with the Chicago Bulls. The Heat had a walk in the park on their way to the NBA Finals. They swept the Charlotte Bobcats in the opening round, beat the Brooklyn Nets in 5 games, and the Indiana Pacers in 6 in the conference finals. Again, in the NBA Finals, they collided with San Antonio. The Spurs were still pissed after the bitter loss the year before, and this time, they did not take their foot off the gas, winning the NBA Finals series in 5 games. LeBron was excellent despite the loss, averaging 28.2 points, 7.8 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals while shooting 57.1% from the field and 51.9% from the 3-point territory. After that series, LeBron again became a free agent. How he handled things the last time he was deciding on his future made him a villain in Cleveland. But LeBron kept his word that he would bring the championship to his home state of Ohio and return to Cleveland. The fans welcomed him like nothing ever happened, and the Cavs had everything they needed to be a real contender. Kyrie Irving was going into his 4th season with the Cavs, who also landed Kevin Love in a trade from Minnesota. The Cavs finished 2nd in the Eastern Conference that season and were back in the playoffs for the first time after LeBron left in 2010. They swept the Celtics in the opening round, lost a couple of games against the Bulls in the second, and swept the Hawks in the conference finals to advance to the NBA Finals. It was a furious run for the Cavs, But in that way, they lost Irving and Love to injuries. The Golden State Warriors were waiting in the NBA Finals for a matchup that would become the greatest rivalry of the decade. The Cavs took a 2-1 lead in the series, but the Warriors picked up the pace and won the following 3 games. LeBron was playing great, but without Irving and Love, he could not take the team over the Warriors, who had Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. In the 6 games of the NBA Finals, LeBron averaged 35.8 points, 13.3 rebounds, and 8.8 assists per game. That was the second consecutive NBA Finals loss for LeBron, but he was sure that the Cavs have everything that it takes to go all the way, and they proved that the following year. They finished the 2015-2016 season on top of the Eastern Conference with a 57-25 record, but that was nothing compared to the Warriors, who set an all-time NBA record with 73 wins and 9 losses. It was destined for both teams to meet again in the finals, and the Cavs did what no team in NBA history has ever done. The Warriors took a 3-1 lead in the final series, and the Cavs managed to turn things around and win the title, defeating the Warriors in Game 7 on the road. LeBron made his promise and won the championship for Cleveland. In the following 2016-2017 season, the Cavs and the Warriors met in the finals for the 3rd straight season. Cleveland lost only 1 game on the way to the finals to the Celtics in the conference finals and seemed ready to defend the title. If you thought that was impressive, the Warriors were even better, not losing a game before the finals. The main reason for that was the addition of the 4-time NBA leading scorer Kevin Durant, who joined the Dubs that season. The Warriors were simply too good, and that team is considered as one of the greatest of all time. Cleveland managed to steal 1 game in the final series, and that was it. LeBron averaged a triple-double in the final series with 33.6 points, 12 rebounds, and 10 assists, but no individual performance could beat those Warriors. Things had a similar outcome the following season as well, as the Cavs and the Warriors played their 4th consecutive finals clash. The Cavs survived 2 7-game series in the playoffs against the Pacers and the Celtics and swept the Raptors to set a rematch with the Warriors. However, what was about to follow was the toughest loss of the decade for LeBron, as the Warriors swept the Cavs as 3 of the 4 losses were with double-digit margin. LeBron was on his level as usual, averaging 34 points, 10 assists, and 8.4 rebounds per game. It was another free agency for LeBron, and being 33 at the time, he was aware that this move would have a lot to do not just with his playing career, but also with what he would do when he retires. He had only one thing on his mind going to LA, and he signed with the Lakers on the first day of free agency. This time, the Cavs fans had no problem with that, and the Lakers fans were excited to have the King in LA. LeBron was aware that it would be a process to make the Lakers a title contender. The Lakers missed the playoffs in LeBron's first year in LA, but what was the game changer was the trade they did to land Anthony Davis in Los Angeles. With all the uncertainty during the COVID pandemic, the Lakers managed to win the title in the bubble in Orlando. That was LeBron's 4th title, and he became only the 4th player in NBA history to win the championship with 3 different teams. So looking back at LeBron's career from this perspective, he has been on top of the game for so long. Still, his NBA Finals record is 4-6, which is way worse than Michael Jordan's clean 6-0 NBA Finals record. Truth be told, LeBron was on top of his game in every NBA Finals loss series except the 2011 against the Dallas Mavericks. Leading 3 different teams to the top of the league makes him a true winner, but having a negative finals record puts a stain on his career and maybe even puts him second in the GOAT debate. As we wrap up our look into LeBron James's amazing NBA journey, we are reminded of the ups and downs that come with greatness. His story goes beyond basketball, teaching us about resilience, determination, and striving for excellence. Whether winning or losing, LeBron's determination keeps inspiring people worldwide. Stay tuned for more exciting sports stories by subscribing to SportsL. Share your thoughts in the comments and tell us your favorite LeBron moment. Thanks for joining us on this thrilling journey through basketball history. Until next time, keep pursuing your dreams with the same drive as LeBron James.